Hey everyone, welcome back to anatomy. This video we're going to go over some of the muscles of the leg. So let's check out this leg and foot model. In order to help get us all on the same page, I just want to make sure we're comfortable with extensors and flexors. So this right here, this is the dorsal region of your foot and ankle, so like the top of your foot. And in general, these muscles are going to be involved in things like extension. And if we turn this model over, now we're looking at the plantar and posterior aspect of this model. And in general, these muscles are going to be responsible for flexion. And that's a little counterintuitive. So we kind of have to put this back into context. If you can remember from learning your forearm muscles, that these anterior muscles are responsible for wrist flexion, and the muscles on the posterior side are responsible for wrist extension, then if you kind of rotate your palm this way, right, now these muscles have the same naming convention. So that always helps me to remember to put myself into a four-legged animal kind of position. So let's talk about these muscles and some of their actions. For reference, this is the tibia, this is the fibula, and thankfully, right, anterior to the tibia is the tibialis anterior. So that's this muscle right here, and we can follow its tendon all the way down towards the foot. This muscle is responsible for dorsiflexion and ankle inversion, so that's when you roll your ankle. The next muscle over, this is the extensor digitorum longus, and we can follow these tendons as they go towards the digits. So they're responsible for picking your toes up off the floor. The one in between here, as we look at this transverse cut, this one's a little hidden. We can just see the tip top of this muscle, and this is the extensor digitorum longus, and we can see its tendon right here. And this one's pretty easy to find on the cadavers. You just follow the tendon all the way down as they head over towards the big toe, because this is responsible for picking your big toe off the ground, or for flexing the digits of the MTP and IP of your hallux. Oh, extending the digits of your hallux. So let's keep heading over laterally. This next muscle right here, this is the fibularis brevis, and we can follow that around the lateral malleolus. The one next to it with this super long tendon is the fibularis longus, and that's how I differentiate between these two. The fibularis longus has the extra long tendon that's really easy to pick up on the cadaver. If we look back at this at a transverse cut again, here's the tibia, and posterior to the tibia, right, thankfully, is the tibialis posterior. On this side, medially, this is the flexor digitorum longus. And then this big one right here is flexor hallucis longus. And this muscle is huge, and it makes sense if you think about its function. It helps you push your big toe into the ground. And if you think about it, that's how you balance your body weight all day. So it makes sense that this is one of the biggest muscles in this area. The next muscle is this one right here, a little more superficially. This is the soleus. So the way that this model is cut, you would expect gastrocnemius to be over here, but it's been cut below that, so we're just looking at the soleus, and that's to help plantar flex. We can see we can imagine what the gastrocnemius is, and the gastrocnemius and the soleus both contribute to the calcaneal tendon. So that's what this big whitish structure is. And then last but not least, let's flip the foot over. This right here is the flexor digitorum brevis, and this helps to flex your digits. So there we go. Those are muscles of your lower leg. Thanks for working hard in this class, and I'll see you again soon.